What's going on, guys? My name is McGinnis, and I just topped the Columbus Regional. I got very last minute too, by the way. I wasn't even thinking I was even going to go to the regional. We woke up, myself and my roommate that I went with, woke up at 6 a.m. and we were just like, oh yeah, we'll just go until we can't anymore. The weather was treacherous here in Ohio. If you are in the Midwest, you know what's happening right now. And because of that, we just kind of went halfway through like our trip and was like, oh, we made it this far, let's just keep going. And yeah, I ended up getting second place, my first ever top with Ryzeal Kashtira. Sounds weird, but there actually is a logic behind it. So we'll just get into it. 3 sword, 3 X, 3 ice, 1 node, 1 cross, and then 3 bonfire. This is all you need. And I was half thinking about putting an additional node in, but it gets clunky. Some people even cut like an additional X or a sword in non-pure decks. I think that's incorrect. I think the 10 monsters is all you need. And just being able to maximize your card advantage with these monsters is insane. Like even normal summoning like a sword is still really good, and people cutting that or like X, you know, is I don't agree with. But yeah, that's the Ryzeal parts. 3 unicorn, 1 Fenrir, Rise, Birth, and Theosis. So it sounds weird. Especially because the Kashtira cards have kind of lost popularity with the release of Detonator. But the idea behind this was kind of like a anti-meta call, or anti-Ryzeal Fiendsmith call specifically. I go special Unicorn, and if they interrupt anything with a monster effect, this Unicorn's immediately ripping Requiem. I did that. I played against Fiendsmith variants 6 out of my 9 rounds, and every single time I ripped Requiem with Unicorn, it was like their brains melted. They didn't know how to play the deck anymore, and especially in the Ryzeal mirror, Ryzeal Fiendsmith mirror, you have a you rip the Requiem and you just force them to play a shittier version of Ryzeal. And because of that, they already used their ice. They have to go into X, and if you like, especially then have Unicorn with a negate to stop their duo drive, they're just playing bad pure Ryzeal. And then if Unicorn sticks around, you're ripping Desiree, and then they literally just don't have access to anything for like Fiendsmith stuff. There is a combo with Theosis too. The Kashtira cards can go into the Ryzeal cards with Theosis, which is why we're playing Ryzeal. I can show that after. But most of the time I was searching Birth. Birth is insane, especially if people forget what Birth does. You have Unicorn and Birth, and it's basically an FTK against Fiendsmith. So that was the entire idea behind that. Fenrir is also just cracked the entire event. The MVPs definitely are another monster I'm about to get to, and then Unicorn. So not only am I playing the Kashtira cards, and the planet in terraforming, I apologize about that. That's also in there. I'm playing 4 Bystials. This card, mind you, this is like 4th Druid's Worm. This card is insane. I have, if you have Unicorn and Druid's Worm, I don't think I lost a single game. And I know it seems clunky because, you know, there are times where I had to go Bystial on a Engraver. At that point, I just go Druid's Worm, normal summon like a sword or something like that, and search, and then link off into Donner, send something, Donner, clear the last remaining monster, and then special summon Unicorn. I did that like twice the entire event. The other times, these cards did not conflict at all. So the entire point of the the Bystial package is another Fiendsmith call, and because of me playing 6 rounds of Fiendsmith, they came in clutch, like absolutely insane. Even crashing a Druisworm into a detonator is bonkers to clear your board. It's insane. Do not regret playing these. I was even on the fence about playing. I was like, oh yeah, should I play like a Forbidden Droplet? No, Bystials. Utility cards, talents, call by. Call by is my 41st card. I do not regret it. It is worth the 41st card slot. On hindsight, I do wish I played more talents. This card, every single time I saw it, I won the game. It's so good, but because of a card on the side, you only technically need one, but if I were to change up the deck list, I probably would have maybe added an additional talents and maybe played 42, potentially. I think what I have is pretty good though. Hand traps, 3 Imperm, 3 Fua, 3 Ash, and then 3 Veiler. I think this is all you need. People are playing like Nib and Bell. I got belled a couple times. It kind of caught me by surprise. And then I also got nibbed a few times. It didn't matter. Because especially with this version, they give me a big nib and then they can't out it. My round 5, my opponent gave me a nib token, and it was a 55 nib token, and he couldn't out it. So I just switched to attack mode, punch, and that's what won me the game. So yeah, I do not think you need more than those 12, and the entire main deck was tight. I no problems with that. JoJo tokens, love JoJo. 2 detonator, 1 duo drive. This card never resolved. I can count on like one hand the amount of times it resolved. It was it was insane when it did, but it didn't matter. Detonator was it goes without saying. Detonator is insane. Shout out Godzilla, by the way. But yeah. This card is very important. I will get to that in a little bit. Castel came up a few times. Dweller cracked. Dugaris cracked. Excite Knight cracked. Made it once, won me the game. Did not make Utopic Ray Lancer or Cowboy. For Cowboy, I actually did not. The times I would have thought went to Cowboy, it was not actually to go for the defense burn. It was actually for the attack boost, for the attack mode. Utopic Ray Lancer, the entire thing behind that is there's a player at my locals that plays McConco, and Utopic Ray Lancer is insane. So like it clears Rogue. So like I just wanted to have an additional card that did that. Never made these 2 though. I don't regret not playing them, though I definitely think they were worth the slots, especially because I have the space. Raid Raptor, part of the combo, I can show you later. Aggregator, Typhon, and Chaos Angel. So every single time I made Typhon, it either won me the game or it kind of balanced out before I lost. I made it 3 total times. And I won of it twice, and then the last time it was like, okay, I kind of broke even. Chaos Angel, I made it a few times throughout the event, and the one round that I lost, I made Chaos Angel, I outed his board, and then he set up his board immediately, and it was just 2 light and dark Chaos Angels just staring at each other. I'm just like, oh, this is insane, and then he saw his out before I did. But I don't regret not playing that. Chaos Angel's insane, Typhon's insane, but I definitely think moving forward, maybe Chaos Angel could be cut, but every single time I made it, I did not regret. The 2 flex spots though for the links, just to help clear your Bystials for like the Kashtira cards or Kashtira into that, like if they stop you. Donner and SP. SP was the real question mark. Donner was for sure going in. I definitely wanted something that I could get off my own board. So like I was thinking like Lizardos or something like that. But I think SP is definitely something that like if I absolutely needed to, and it almost came up where I could make like a negated duo drive and then like a Druisworm into like an SP and then target banish itself and then while Druisworm sends something. It came up a few times. There was a few times that I just sat on SP and it just bouncing back and forth on and off my field allowed my Kashtira cards to play through. Super tight. I do not regret the entire extra deck. Like I said, the only 2 cards that like I didn't make were these all event. But even then, like super tight. The side is pretty straightforward, but we have 3 Lancia. This card was rotting in my side deck. I did not play a single Malice. I don't know how I dodged it. Every single round, there was at least 3 Malice around me. I don't know how I did it. But I played 6 total Ryzeal matchups. 5 total Ryzeal matchups. 4 of them being Fiendsmith. Rounds 1 and 2, they were just rogue. But round 8 was Goblin Biker Fiendsmith, and then round 9 was Tenpai Fiendsmith, and I'm never siding these in. So they were rotting in there, but like hindsight's 2020, you have to prepare for Malice. 3 Perulia, definitely came up. I definitely think still playing these. Some people are playing like Phantasme instead. Obviously, I wanted the cards that I could just ditch from hand in order to do that. Phantasme is strong, but I think Perulia is definitely better because of the level 4 aspect. Ultimate Slayer, every single time I saw this card I won because of it. It's just insane. 3 Thrust, and the final 3 Harvey's Featherstorm. Siding patterns, basically these were the 6 most sided cards, like all day. Featherstorm, every single time I played it, it was against Ryzeal. Most of the time, and they just made a detonator for super neg, and then I just clear the detonator and I win from there. The only time I Featherstormed was when I lost my round because he had enough extenders to make double detonator, and I'm just like, oh, that's pretty good. And then it soloed 10 by Fiendsmith because I could just keep, I had double thrust and each one was setting up Featherstorm. I was not losing that match. But yeah, Featherstorm, for anyone that doesn't know, either Castel being a Wind Wing Beast or Molcharmy, not Perulia, Fualos are targets for Featherstorm. These 6 cards were insane. I do not regret playing them. Like I said, the only cards I do regret playing because how was I supposed to know I wasn't going to play Malice? Was Lancia, but like you got to prepare for it. So like the entire deck was super tight. I definitely think the side was probably the most well thought out of the entire bit, but I think I made a really good choice with for the event that I was participating in. But yeah, the combo. For anyone that doesn't know already, all you need is 1 unicorn. And that gets you into Ryzeal. So you go special unicorn, unicorn effect search Theosis, special out Fenrir, Fenrir effect search Ryzeheart. You go special summon Ryzeheart. Do not make it 7. Leave it as a 4. You overlay for upside down. Arsenal Falcon. Arsenal Falcon effects detach to summon out Fualos, because it is a level 4 winged beast. Other than that, you go overlay for Duo Drive, and then this is where Duo Drive usually gets negated. I did this entire combo 3 times. Duo Drive is basically here to eat a negate. Because after that, I made this combo, like I said, a few times, but then after that, since all of this is without your normal summon, I was just like, all right, normal ice. And ice effect, special summon, sword effect, you know, and then I'm going like super plus from here. And because I haven't used Duo Drive, if I just make Detonator after, because I have X in hand as a follow-up, I just make Detonator and I save all of this, and if my board lived a few times out of the times I made it, I could just do it again. So yeah, that's the combo. That was the entire gist of it. Super good, super thankful to finally get this top 10 years of trying to finally get this done. So I just have a few shout outs to Refine Gaming. Thank you guys for being super awesome, chill locals. It's their anniversary, 3-year anniversary. I feel like I've improved as a player because of them. All my friends, Jesse Fillier, we have Brendan O'Hearn, who drove with me, Eric Jagodzinski. He still has the first place over me. I got second though, so just one more. I just need one more place. Everyone, all my friends, the entire Yu-Gi-Oh! Toledo group. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming on out and supporting me. All the thanks on Facebook and all that. I'm so glad to be a part of this community. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! So much. So I want to say thank you all, and let's do it again. All right, peace.